Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flourgoldwizards channel. We are at the beach on Lake Superior. I'm here with Herman today. And we got Ryan over here. He's doing some test panning. And he's finding really good gold over here. Sometimes up to 40 little pieces and a couple of little pinches. So I think we landed right on the spot. We test panned a bunch of this stuff up in here. And it's got really good gold too. I'm just getting my equipment set up now. And actually, I had this video started with my phone, but I forgot my dang camera stand for my phone. So I do have this new camera here, which is an underwater / above water camera, and I did bring that stand. So we're gonna attempt to make a video with this new camera today. We got Rex along, our newest mining partner. Say hi, Rex. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. And we got, as usual, the mine boss, Rigby. He's up there chilling. All right, so let me get my sluice set up here. We're gonna start running some of this sand because there's really good gold here. We should be able to put quite the smile in a pan. It's absolutely beautiful out here, just beautiful. All right, now I'm trying something a little bit new today. After I saw Mike Pong and all those guys using their gold cubes, they have what's called a banker tray on there. And it's just this big tray, and they fill that baby up with sand, and the water just kind of fills up on the back side of it. It just rolls over the top and feeds their system fairly consistently and not too fast. So with my beach banker right here that I made, I'm kind of hoping for the same thing. And I threw a big fat scoop on there, matter of fact, almost the whole pan, and it works flawlessly. Let me show you what I got here. All right, now typically I'm only running this section right here, and it's got sawtooth mat in it, and it works pretty darn good, but you gotta scoop every single time. You know, a small hand scoop, which I forgot today, and a pan. What a tard. So I had this sluice right here, and I use this for my gravity banker in the woods because you're not allowed to use mechanical systems. So I had this with a big bucket up on top, and it worked fine. But I thought this would come in handy today, and now I just drilled some holes in my flare here, my small river sluice, and I fixed it to the bottom of this one here. So the surface area, the capture area up here that I'm losing, I'm actually gaining back plus some down here. Now I can tell this camera's getting a little shaky. I'll have to find that button there that gets rid of that, but so far so good. Now I've got some mother lode mat in here and some VDR and sawtooth up in there, and everything seems to be running quite well. So I'll go ahead and grab a half a pan full or so. Watch this. I'll just dump that whole thing right in there, just like that, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to. It's making a great big huge boil box in the back right in front of my screen right here. That's to keep the rocks from going through it. And look at how nice and evenly that sand is coming out of there. No big glops. It's not coming out of there too fast at all. And it's feeding this system perfectly. As long as you can see the tips of those mats down in there, it's working. Old man Mike Pung told me that. Sorry to call you old man, Mike, but you're older than me. All right, let's run a whole bunch of this stuff through there, see if we can't get some gold. And you know what? There's pretty good darn gold in this stuff right here too. I just shovel right in here. Ta-da! Yeah, come on over here, you. Let's see if we can focus in on Herman over there. He's running sawtooth mat as well. Let me pull back out of that. I'm getting the hang of this darn camera. Okay. He's seeing some gold in here as well. There seems to be decent gold in all this stuff. So I don't even have to hop over to logs over there. I'm just taking shovelfuls right over here by Rigby. He finds the gold. I dig it. Matter of fact, I think it's time we grab another one. I'm sorry if the phone's really shaky, but I'll find that button sooner or later. There, look at there. Just throw a whole shovel right on there. Oh man, this is gravy. I have to do a little swimming today. Well, so what I wanted to do was let this sluice clean out just a little bit. I finished off a level 5-gallon pail. Excuse me, it's hot. And I'm gonna run probably 3 pails before we do a cleanup, and I'll show you what I see in the top mat as it's cleaning out. Well, it's gold. Hopefully I can get this to focus in with this here new camera. Let's see here, where am I looking? There's a nice looking hunk of gold right there. They're showing up as this thing's clearing out, and they're just kind of getting embedded in that stuff. And right there, whoops, God darn it, let me pull that back. Right in this here area, it is absolutely just jam-packed with gold in there. Just jam-packed. This is really looking good. If this bottom section here is catching anything near what the top is, we are going to be in business, because I'm really feeding this baby fast. That 5-gallon pail only took maybe 20 minutes or so. There it is. We're on our second one. Everybody's having fun. Isn't that right, boys? It's almost snack time. Hang in there. Well, Rigby says it's snack time now. So does Rex. So we're gonna have a snack. Sponsored by Bobo Links. 100% grass-fed beef sticks. Well, the steers are grass-fed. Beef sticks aren't. But we love them anyway. I honestly absolutely love those things. Here's one for you and one for the big rig. Yeah, they need that. They're hard-working miners. All right, we've got 3 5-gallon pails run through this puppy. It is Africa hot out here. It's 2,036 degrees plus 5. So I'm going to leave this clean out just a hair. I'll pull up my screen and we'll do a little mat inspection. Then I think I'm just going to clean out the very top section right here, because when I do let it clean out, it's loaded. And then we'll dump the rest in our take-home container and we'll take it home. After we... Blacker and black. Alright, let's do a little bit of panning here. I'm not trying to get this stuff down 100%. I just want to quickly take a peek at it, see what kind of gold we're getting. That's probably down far enough. I'll pull this back, might take me a little while. That's a lot of black sand to play with at one time, especially when it's full of gold. And it is. It's crazy. Alright, let me get this down a little ways and we'll take a peek at it. Well, I gotta tell you, it's pretty good. Let's take a little look. I got it panned back kind of quickly just because I want to get moving here. But wait till you see. And here it is. not too darn bad. That is a lot of pieces of gold. And it was floating everywhere just a second ago. This stuff floats like crazy. Now, this thing has some macro functions on it. I don't know if they work while I'm videoing. I haven't had a whole lot of time to practice with this thing, but that is just that little top tray right there. I still have that whole thing and this whole thing. And I definitely saw gold in this mother load mat while it was running. Once you turn them off, everything just kind of goes poof. So it's tough to see anything. But I do see some gold up in here as well. See that up in there? Pretty darn good. I'm excited. So I'm going to get this stuff in my green container over there. And then we might just take a 5-minute break, look for some cool beach rocks for Mrs. Wizard. Because Rigby might be the mine boss out here, but Mrs. Wizard is the boss at the house. Trust me. Oh, Herman here, he's doing a clean out too.
Right here.
And he's got some really, really nice gold in here. Look at those pieces there. I hope this thing is focusing. Who knows? There we go. Focus pocus. So I'm just kind of looking down, playing around in this tub here a little bit. I have them all dumped into this catch basin here. And I think I see the piece of the year. Now I see all kinds of gold scattered in and amongst all this concentrate here. But that one there, in particular, is a mighty nice one. Let's see if I can get up in there. A little bit. Come on, focus, you. Is it? Yeah. That is a dandy piece for sure. Especially for the beach. Alright, it's rock picking time. We got plenty of gold. We're gonna run some more, but I want to get some cool rocks. Now here's what I do with my bucket. I just throw a couple of big rocks in the bottom there, like such. And it kind of stands up in the water there. If you use water in there, the water splashes around that pail tip over. So I just throw a couple of big rocks in there. That'll give me an opportunity to hold the camera with this hand and pick rocks with this one. Let's begin. Oh, let's see here. You guys see anything good? I haven't either yet. Let's keep a looking. We're still rock picking. And, you know, Rigby here alerted me to some more black sand in the area. Just look at all this black sand. I gotta do some more testing up in here. You are really teaching him well, buddy. Good job. Excellent. Let me try to see how deep this stuff is here. It's only about 1 inch thick, but it looks like the right stuff. That's it, I'm going to get a pan. Well, it's been determined that we're gonna run more, and we have been running more. See? Back up and running. The gold is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Nice big pieces and lots of them. The boys are sticking close here. Got a little bit of shade. It cooled down considerably without that sun beating down on us. Oh man, I might just move here. Sorry, Doug, you know, my boss. So let's run a few more pails through this baby right here. I can't believe I didn't think of this long ago. This absolutely works great. Full shovels. Let me grab another one. It looks like it's about time. And we're sitting right on it. Just turn around, grab a shovel, stick it on there. Oh my God, how dumb is that? Well, we're gonna run this, then we're gonna get the heck out of here, hop in the truck, jam some tunes, head back to the shop, check out the Fridge of Wonder. What do you think, Herman?
That's right.
That's right. Ooh, the focus works well. All right, we made it back. I've already got my cleanup sluice set up right here. And here's our bucket of concentrates. Let's take a little look. See that shadow in there? There's a couple of inches of concentrates in there for sure. But first things first, we need to grab a little something out of the Fridge of Wonder. That's right. Let's see what we got in there. A couple. That's right. A cobbles, everybody. Alright, and we're off. I've got a little bit of jet dry in the water so the gold doesn't float around on me. And we'll just grab a couple of scoops of this, throw it on there, see what it looks like. It really looked absolutely fantastic when we were out there today. But we only got to see 2 partial cleanups, 2 top trays, or at least I did. So I can't wait to see what was in all those trays. But I think it's going to be really good. So I'll bring the camera in and we'll throw a couple of scoops on there together. Then I'm going to sit down and feed this stuff for probably, I don't know, an hour. Alright, I'll grab our little spoon. There's a nice little spoonful. Drip, drip, drip. And right on in there. Just like that. There are a couple of blonde sands in there. That's no big deal. Most of this stuff is good and jet black. Let me see if I can turn that water down. It's much easier to see the gold when the water is going slow. Oh yeah. I see gold in there already for sure. Looking good. Alright, let's get down to business. Alrighty then, it's all in there. Let's take a little look. Let me shut this water down a little bit. Oh yeah, it's looking good to me. Let's see if we can zoom in on some of that stuff. Definitely, ooh, it works. Let's see here. I'm trying to block the light a little bit, and it looks pretty good just like that. But there is gold in quite a few of these riffles. It kind of peters out once you get down to about in this here area. Then you don't see hardly any at all, and that's what you want. You want to catch it all at the top here. That way you know you're not losing it. So I'm going to let this run just a hair longer. Turn that back up a little bit. My speed controller. Let me get that back out of there. Still getting the hang of this here camera. Yeah, let that run down just a little bit. Then we're going to do some panning. But it's looking good. Oh, I wish I would have brought a hat today. My head is still on fire. How does it look? Alright, here's our material right here. That is not much. I let that run down a little bit. I might have lost just a little bit of gold because I did see a couple of specks down a little further than I wanted to. But I don't think we lost, any amount of percentage by any means. So the trade-off is a lot less concentrates. There's maybe a half a teaspoon here of the heaviest of the heavy. And I mean heavy. But you can see, let me pan in on this baby. Look at that. That there is really good amounts of gold already showing up in that there. And let me pull this back a couple more times and then I'll see if we can do the galaxy trick. That's when you swipe your finger across that black sand. And it looks like the stars. Oh, absolutely. Look at that. Oh boy. I just love that. Alright, well, let's get this stuff panned out all the way. Oh, it's going to be really good. Look at that. Let's get it panned out all the way. We'll take a look at it. And here's our gold, all nice and cleaned up. Not too darn bad for 6 5-gallon pails out at the beach. First spot we tried. I'm quite happy with that. We were only out there, I don't know, I might have been there 3-4 hours for sure. 3, probably 4. But that is fantastic. All that equipment fits right in my backpack. And that's a nice pile of gold right there. I think we're going to try to weigh this stuff up. Let's get it into a pan and dry it out. Quick. Alright. Alright. Let's get this baby teared out. Come on, why don't you tear out here? I just turned this thing on, it's acting all funny. Let me turn it off. I'll turn it back on. Okay, there we go. We got all zeros. Alright, here's our gold, all nice and dry. I did a pretty good job getting the black sand out. I don't see hardly any at all, maybe a speck or two. So this should be quite accurate. Let's go ahead and dump that in there. I can hear it hitting that little metal frying, or that little metal container, and I like the sound of that. Get them last couple little specks in there. There we go. 0.239. Well, 0.2. My big breath is blowing on there. 0.238. Almost a quarter gram. Not too darn bad. Well, we got a quarter gram of gold, and we got a couple of beach rocks for Mrs. Wizard, but the main thing is we had a lot of fun. It was a little bit warm out until that sun went behind those trees, and then it turned out to be a really nice day. And we got some pretty darn good gold. Throwing full shovels on that tiny little sluice. I sacrificed that top, the slick tray, so to speak, for more of a gold feeding hopper. Throw a whole shovel on there and just walk away. That was absolutely fantastic versus putting little bitty scoops in there one after the other all day long. You have time to go and talk to Herman or Ryan or whoever might be there. I really enjoyed that. That's going to be my sluice of the future right there. And I want to thank you guys for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It definitely helps build our channel. Check out our Patreon page in the description box below. Flourgoldwizards out.